Okay, so what were we just talking about? In terms of, are you recording? Yes, you are, okay. So in terms of feedback, you don't use the board enough. There really needs to be reasons to travel from one side to the other. The things we talked about were quests that could be sprung in with the events. You know, an event you pull that gives you a quest that has to go from one side to the other. Additional icons that appear on the events that in addition to the ship appearing right where you are, hey, another ship appears at space C3 or B2 or whatever. And every single event card could have a space. Another thing, definitely ship this game with a bag. All your ship tokens go in the bag so they can be two-sided, so that so you don't have to have the memory game. And then also, once you're doing a bag, you could do things like, hey, at the beginning of the game, only little ships come out. And then once you get a third of the way through the event deck, pandemic style, a thing says, now add the tough ships. So so the game could evolve at the same pace, and so you'd have a smoother ride. You wouldn't have like, we can't fight any of these things. So you can have a more predictable overall arc to the game. What else did we talk about?
Okay, dice.
Yeah, the red die. Yeah. The red die is crazy. 5 different uses of the red die. It's probably fine, but it is a shame not to have different type, to be able to say, when I'm doing this, roll the skill dice plus the glory die, or roll the ship dice plus the enemy die. Roll the ship, you always roll the ability dice, but if you have the ability dice, or in this case, roll 3 ability dice instead of 2 ability dice. In an ideal world, you would ship with extra dice. It's another opportunity to put unique icons on each side because people love custom dice. Mm-hmm. They have unique special icons. So the more dice you have, the better, because it makes the game simpler, but it also makes it more expensive, and so that's a problem for a publisher. So yeah, we talked about the dice.
Maps.
The maps. Oh, yeah. In a perfect world, considering how much dice rolling there is in this game, you would have some kind of system to let players re-roll, either by spending gold or by changing the map chart, the map meter, the map track to the information track, or rumor. Mm-hmm. It's the rumor track. And hey, if you don't go into town, if you don't shop, if you don't fight, you just get to hear rumors. Mm-hmm. And the more rumors you have, you can spend those rumors anytime you want to re-roll dice. Level. You had another suggestion too.
Which level you are? The first level? You got
that
one dice.
I'm actually basing that. If you've ever seen The Gallerist. The Gallerist has a very, very cool, I forget what it is, I think it's like a fame track, and it is broken into sections, and as you climb up, and once you cross over into that next section, it's a really big deal. I can't remember how now, but I would suggest looking at it, because I don't think anybody else has ever done it, but I thought it was really, really clever, and it could be something that applies here. But just the notion of, I'm just 2 rumor away from finding the secret treasure and getting $6, but I need to re-roll. I need to re-roll. Yeah. That's a tough choice. More tough choices like that. Simple choices, but tough choices. So yeah, I'm using, changing it from map track to rumor track, but you had a suggestion for it too, that there was another thing you could do with the rumor track. Because we were talking about something else. In addition to re-rolling, I forget what it was now. What did you say it was?
About the map track?
No, about the map track. Because I said, maybe there's something, and you said, you could use the map track for that. But I forget what it was you said. What was it? What was it?
I forgot now. It was about the re-rolling.
See, but it was something completely different than re-rolling.
About the regions?
Was it about the regions?
About the regions.
I don't know. It was a good idea though, whatever it was, and I've forgotten it. Hopefully, as you're riding the bus, it'll suddenly pop back in your head. Because it was your idea too, whatever it was. Yeah, it'll probably remember. But yeah, it is a shame that you've got that track and you're just doing one thing with it.
Only for one.
And that's a great opportunity for, I want that $6, but no, I will spend my progress there so I can get something else. It's the bird in the hand, 2 in the bush. I want the $6 in the bush, but no, I need this right now.
Can you tell me about the set collection?
The what?
How you found it? The set collection, booty thing, and.
Oh, I thought the set collection worked well. It's you're doing 2 different types. I don't really have anything. That all worked fine. Set collection works. It's a proven thing. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel.
It's not a fully set collection like with straights, with flash, like that.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. I think it was enough.
I don't need that, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. When I did get that straight of maps, I did kind of feel like, oh, hey, this is kind of special too.
I should do something.
But you don't want to start. Oh, no. What if you get a full house? What if you get 2 pair? And I mean, you don't want to go down that route. I don't think. And you are actually, to be fair, you are doing something because every card is completely different sets. I mean, do I keep trying to get the flags or do I dump this because hey, it matches the other thing? I mean, yeah. We did talk. You asked, was there anything we could do to simplify the game? And I did suggest dropping the villages and instead replacing them with fishermanship, and you just randomly seed them at the beginning of the game, so you have one less system that players have to learn, but they still serve the same purpose of letting you do something early in the game before you've really gotten strong.
It will work with the same like with merchant ship, and instead of
exactly. It's a level 0 ship.
Give you some more booty cards like the villages.
Yep. Yeah. The combat, the actual ship combat itself is just great. Just actually really like that a lot.
Movement, the action points you use to either move to a hex or interact with a location.
Oh, that works fine. Yeah, that's great. I mean, the only thing about the movement was, it was the other thing I mentioned, that it seems weird that almost at no point in the game do you ever want to move the full distance. Because you're always better off, oh no, I'll just only move 2 steps because all I want to do is cross the line, but I still want to stay here so that next turn I can do the thing. That just seems weird, and it seems like sometimes there should be a reason, no, I'm in a hurry. I need to get there fast. Oh, so that's another thing we talked about. We were talking about for a 2-player game, in the same way that the villages share a common token that you could apply that
go back and forth.
That you could have you could have replaced the player flags. I forget now if I think it was for the hideouts. For the hideouts have one common token, the same way that the villages have one common token. And now you better believe players are sailing back and forth across the world because they just have to. Because if I get there, and therefore I have a reason to get there ahead of you, and that's why I'm really happy I have the 4 rigs, because if I don't get there, what was that?
I should spend the rumors I've learned so far to move farther.
Oh.
So I could use...
Ooh, oh wow, that's cool too.
Like action points.
I mean, that's the thing. There's a million things you could do with that track. And you don't want to do a million things. You just want to pick. Right now, you're only doing 1. It feels like you should do at least 2 things, maybe 3. Sure. Exactly. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. All right then. Then I'm going to stop recording.